Video, two more of these little kind of like reminder problems, and we'll go ahead and use our calculator here. 4.4.15. Turn on my calculator. Hopefully you got a calculator. You can just put this in. Means 10 to what power? This is the common logarithm again. If it doesn't have a number down here, it's log base 10. Okay, if it says logarithm of 31, logarithm of anything, and it doesn't have the rule, the base given, it's 10. It's the common logarithm, right? It's common, so common that they don't even put it here sometimes. So it means 10 to what power gives me 31? Well, it would be greater than 1, right? Which 10 to the first power would be 10. And it's less than 2, because 10 to the second power would be 100. So it's 1 point something. What is it? Let's go. You find your logarithm button right here. Logarithm 31. Don't even have to close the brackets on this one. And I can't remember. You got to read carefully on MyMathLab what it wants. It might want 4 decimal places or something. So you got to, you got to round correctly. What was it again? I just pressed it with my hand. Clear. Logarithm 31 equals 1.49136. So if it wants 4 decimal places, 1.49114. 1.49114. So the hardest thing is rounding. Okay, here's another one. Find the common log of this number. Well, that's going to be a negative number. Okay, I'll try not to. Okay, log of 0.0123. Oops, sorry, you didn't see that. You just put it in like that. Logarithm equals, yeah, negative 1.91. Okay, I don't know how far you got to round it or whatever. If it's 100th place, then it'll be 0.1 here. Rounding is the toughest part of that. Okay, all right, let's do a little bit about pH. So this is where we use common logarithm. It's a logarithmic scale. 4.4.29 is the toughest problem here. Okay, toughest problem. Oh no, actually this one's the easy one. The other one's a little tougher. This one you just put it in. If you got 5.3 times 10 to the negative 4th moles per liter of, what is that? I'm going to say it wrong. Anyways, you got H plus, you got it acidic. How acidic is this juice? So you just stick it in your calculator. Clear. I put a minus sign, log 5.3 times 10. Sorry if you're not seeing this. 10 to the that to the button right there, right? X to the minus 4. I'll close brackets just for safety's sake there. Hope you can see that. Equals, I think they just wanted the tenths place, decimal tenths place. So it's 3.27, be 3.3. The pH is 3.3, very acidic. Okay, pH equals 3.3. So this scale, remember your pH scale goes from 0 to 14, I think, right? And the lower the number, the closer to 0, the higher your concentration of this, because you got this. Anyways, that's for Mr. Shahid to teach you that stuff, right? But anyways, we're just giving an example of where you find common logarithm. This is probably the most popular place in modern times here is chemistry, pH. Okay, so let's look at this one. This one takes a little more thinking. All right, we got to do the inverse operation here. So you're given the pH, 3.5. You stick it into this little formula for pH. This is your natural logarithm. You put a 10 here if you want to. All right, log base 10. So I wrote it out so I wouldn't have to. So I've got a negative here. Take the negative sign of it, multiply both sides by -1. Get your negative over there. Now I can raise both sides to the 10 because 10 to the negative 3.5 equals 10. I'm raising both sides 10 and putting both of this side as an exponent, this side as an exponent. So now I have on the right side 10 to the log base 10 of what I want. So 10 to the log base 10, this is your inverse here, right? So that just disappears. So I'm left with 10 to the negative 3.5 equals what I want. So all I do is put that in my calculator, clear. So I can put 10, as I'm in logarithm base 10, to the negative 3.5. Negative 3.5. And it gives me that scientific notation. Now you need to put it in scientific notation for MyMathLab. Okay, so I think it wants 1 decimal place, and you got to use the multiply button on MyMathLab. Don't use the X on your calculator or computer. And then 10 to the negative 4. All right. So the tricky part is putting this in your calculator. And once you practice this a time or two, it's really simple. You take this, put a minus sign in it, 10 to that power minus, right? And then put it into MyMathLab the way they want it.